If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out.
You're lying. You're lying.
Did y'all hear that? I mean, like, did y'all pay real close attention to that video? I'm gonna play it for you again. Check it out.
You're lying. You're lying.
Now, in that video, right, you could hear BTB Savage saying, "I'm still alive. I'm still alive." And for those of you who don't know, that was like a little song that gang members and people that's living that life of crime, once they escape death, they would make a video in the hospital saying, "Y'all ain't kill me. I'm still alive. I'm still alive." Like mocking the people that tried to kill them or tried to harm them or whatever, right? Now, that is what BTB Savage was doing, with the song. If you listen close, you hear him saying, "I'm still alive. I'm still alive." And let's just ignore what he was saying, right? Let's ignore what he was saying. But if you listen close, you're going to hear a woman giggling. I'm talking about like a real giggle. And we must understand that this is right after Omar Richardson was killed. Rest in peace to that brother. And rest in peace to BTB Savage. This is right after the killing. All the blood everywhere. Shoot him and you know what I'm saying? And all this old type of stuff. This is right after. And this woman is giggling. Some might say she got the right to do it. I mean, somebody came in the house and tried to kill him. I understand that part. What I'm trying to get at is this right here. That, usually when people kill somebody that ain't never killed somebody before, seeing all that blood and all that old type of stuff, like usually like that'll shake somebody up. Man or woman. No, ain't gonna be no giggling. It's trauma going on up here. You know what I'm saying? It's, oh my God, I killed somebody. Oh my God, like I ain't got no time to be doing no videos talking about I'm still alive and then laughing and all this old type of stuff. But that's what happened. And this woman was giggling, right? Now, the cold-blooded part about this whole ordeal is this right here. We have Omar Richardson, rest in peace, right? We have BTB Savage, rest in peace. We have two brothers that's on the run right now that could be facing life in the penitentiary. Or, the death penalty, whatever Texas want to do with them, right? Because they got all that stuff down there, from my understanding, right? And all this chaos, all this death, all this, loss of life and freedom that happened. And the person that actually killed Omar Richardson, probably somewhere giggling. Probably somewhere smoking on some of that California Mountain Lion Kush. Sipping on a Hennessy and a Coke or something. I'm talking about the actual person that according to reports, that shot Omar 3 times. And even shot BTB Savage. Laid back, Don't nobody know who this person is. This person is intelligent enough to not put themselves out there like that. And I want to, I'm talking about, if you watching this video, sister, I want to encourage you to stay low key the way that you've been staying low key. Don't be trying to do no interviews or none of that type of stuff, because you see what happened to your boyfriend, right? And you know, he did an interview and you seen what happened to him. So I would like to encourage her to, hey, keep a low profile, stay low key. But it's just like, I was just thinking about it. I was just pondering on this whole thing, and I was just like, dang, man, like all this is happening, and the person that actually did everything is out of the limelight. This person that actually did the killing ain't suffered no bullet shots, you know, nothing. So, I mean, that goes to tell us, like, look, man, when you do certain stuff like that, you got to stay out the limelight. You got to, you know, keep your mouth closed. But in the beginning, she almost fell into it. When they made that video that I just showed y'all, she almost fell into it. But at some point, it must have clicked to her, and she said, wait a minute, hold on, this is too much. And everybody thinking that, you know, because when he was on the video, on the Vlad, you know, he was calling her out her name and stuff like that. And a lot of people was upset about that. Man, why you talking about that sister like that? Or whoever she is, you know, why you talking about that woman like that? And she the one that saved your life. She the one that did this, that, and the other. Have y'all ever stopped to think that she probably broke it off with him? She probably, it clicked in her mind. She probably highly intelligent, said, wait a minute, man, hold on. You mean to tell me you got all this going on? I'm thinking we finna be a family. We finna be together, and you got people running up in here trying to rob you, and we done killed somebody, and now you want to jump all on the internet? I gotta, I don't want to be around that. You see what I'm saying? And that's why he probably was mad, calling her all out her names and stuff like that, because she probably said to herself, like, look, I love you, you cool and all that, but at the end of the day, I got to step back from that. I mean, it's too much going on. I'm not, I thought I wanted a thug and all that old type of shit, but nah, I'm cool. I don't need no thug. I want me a real square. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's going to live a long time. Y'all feel me? It could have went that way. But before I depart, it's one more thing that I want to touch on that kind of like, it just disturbed me, because it happens all the time and we don't pay attention. Sometimes we let stuff go. Check it out.
She says the targeting of her son began earlier this year in San Antonio when a man who was supposed to be her son's friend attempted to rob him. But it was on March 30th when Ward says her son called her predicting his death at a restaurant with people she believes were part of the plot to kill him.
He said, Mom, I'm going to talk to you regular, but read your text messages.
When Gentry got up from the table and went to the bathroom, he told his mom this.
And I said, what's going on? And he said, I think they're trying to set me. I'm sorry. He said, I think they're trying to set me up. They were even texting, telling the other ops what he got on, what color car he's driving, and all the way down to his 30-day tag.
Later, Gentry would be killed on his way to the airport to fly to his mother. He was shot in a parking garage on mid-lane, suffering at least one gunshot wound. His white Mercedes was riddled with bullets and his home burglarized.
Did y'all hear what his mother said? She said that he told her, look, they trying to set me up. Who was they? His friends. And from my understanding, his so-called friends still had connections to Omar Richardson them and they peoples, right? So when I heard that, it just like, look, y'all, I don't care who the person is, whether it's a friend or a family member. if they are still cool and engaging in conversation with somebody that wants to harm you, cut them off. I can understand like a little argument or something, or a little disagreement or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But if they still are in relation with somebody that I'm talking about, that done publicly said, I want to kill him, I want to shoot him, I want to do this to her or whatever, you got to cut them off. You got to cut them off. Because even though they might not be trying to set you up, by them just kicking it with them and talking too much, they can be setting you up. So listen, I don't care who it is. If you got a person around you right now today that's like that so-called your homeboy, but cool with the ops, or cool with somebody that want to do you some type of harm, no, ain't no room for that right there. We only get one of these physical lives. One. It ain't no room for them type of mistakes, because those type of mistakes can cost you your life. And if not your life, those type of mistakes can just cost you just bad health, just from being shot up, paralyzed, anything, stabbed, whatever. Like, you do not want to play with that type of stuff right there. If they showing you backdoor tendencies, it's our friendship done. If they showing you that they really don't care about you and that they will put something else before you, what is we doing? It's over with. Like, that ain't what friendship is. That ain't what brotherhood is. That ain't what sisterhood is. You gotta cut that. I don't care how much it hurts you. I don't care how much you want to appear to be real. I don't care how much you think like, I don't want them to think that I look at them like that, man. I don't want them to feel a certain type of way. You gotta put yourself first. Put your life first. You gotta say, forget that, and leave that alone. Now, another thing I want to touch on is this right here. Ishmael. What about Ishmael, y'all? And not only that, I mean, you would think that being that the mother know Ishmael's name, being that Ishmael is supposedly to be the one that connected this whole thing, that the police would be beating down his door like, Ishmael, you got to come holler at us. I wonder what's going on with Ishmael, and I wonder if Ishmael is one of them brothers or that other brother that's on the run with him. And why haven't the police named the other person that's on the run with Montreal? Or not with Montreal, but you know, that's on the run. I wonder. So I want to encourage y'all to stay tuned, because I'm going to stand on this case. Any breaking news and stuff like that, I'm going to try to get it to y'all, because I see y'all interested in it. I'm going to stand on it. But like I said before, y'all, if you got somebody in your life, I don't care who it is, if they befriending somebody that want to cause you some type of harm, let them go. Leave them alone. Because you don't know how deadly that could be to yourself. This is Hood Educated, not Lame Related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, I would like to ask you to subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed to the channel already, and give me a like. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Peace and love.